Hi athletes, welcome to our post-workout recovery program. Today we're going to focus on the low back and psoas. Let's get started in a comfortable sitting position. We'll begin with alternate nostril breathing to help calm the nervous system and prepare us for our deep muscle release. You'll start by bringing your right hand in front of you. Tuck in your index finger and middle finger. So we'll use the ring finger to plug the left nostril and the thumb to plug the right nostril. Start by plugging the left nostril with the ring finger. Inhale through the right. Plug both nostrils and hold. Then exhale through the left nostril. Keep the right nostril plugged. Inhale left. Plug and hold. And exhale right. So that completes one full round. We're going to take a few more. Inhale right. Plug and hold. Exhale left. Inhale left. Plug and hold. And exhale right. Inhale right. Plug and hold. Exhale left. Inhale left. Plug and hold. Exhale right. Release your right hand back down. Find a natural rhythm of breath. Just take a moment to observe how this breath practice affected you. Observing if perhaps the nervous system has calmed down a little bit. Possibly you feel a little more relaxed here. And we'll begin to deepen the breath once again, finding a steady rhythm. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Continue this and count in your own head and make your way into a child's pose. So the knees come nice and wide. Walk the hands forward towards the top of the mat. With an inhale, walk both hands over to the right, giving the left side body a nice little stretch. Stay as you exhale. Feel the space in the low back here and the subtle opening in the hips. Inhale, come to center. And exhale, walk it over to the left. Pull the right sit bone towards the back of your mat, feeling the length through the right side body and the space in the low back. This pose here is really nice for any time you might experience low back pain. Inhale, come to center. And exhale, table coming through upward facing child's pose. You'll lift out of your seat and drop the hips towards the ground, squeezing your heels to your glutes. Good. Come back into child's pose. Inhale, lift up, upward facing child's pose. Drop the hips, heels to glutes. Exhale, back into wide-legged child's pose. Good. Let's take a few more like this. Inhale, lift to upward facing child's pose. Pull the chest forward, drop the hips, heels to glutes. Exhale to sink back into child's pose. Inhale, upward facing child's pose. This time as you exhale, straighten out your right leg. Sink the hips as you pull the chest forward and wrap the elbows in towards your midline. Good. Rebend your right knee and straighten out through your left leg. Take a breath in. Feel the left hip flexors and psoas open. And exhale, heel to glutes. Come into a tabletop position. From tabletop, lower all the way down to the belly. Building a little bit of heat through the body. Lift up into a cobra pose and lift the legs off the ground. Extend the arms overhead. Take a breath in. Exhale, tap the hands together behind you. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, tap the hands behind you. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Stay lifted tall. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Stay strong. Inhale. Exhale, building heat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. One more inhale to reach. And exhale, lower down to the belly. Plant the palms beside the ribs. Inhale, press up into tabletop position. And we'll stay here as we exhale, moving through a few cat-cows. Inhale to drop the belly, pull the chest forward. Exhale, press the ground away. Lift the back of the chest high. Take your time in the cat poses. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, press the ground away, lengthening the low back. Inhale, drop the belly, pull the chest forward. Exhale, cat pose, lift the upper back, lengthen the low back. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest. Exhale, press the ground away. Imagine the spinal column moving like a wave. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, press the ground away. Good. Back into neutral tabletop position. For bird dog, you'll extend the left leg back and the right hand forward. Take a deep breath in. Draw the low ribs up and in. With your exhale, elbow to knee, lift the upper back. Inhale to re-extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, take the right hand down and shift your right shin bone. So now we're coming into supported side plank. Lower the left foot towards the back of your mat and extend the left arm towards the ceiling, stacking your left hip over the right. Now reach your left hand towards the top of your mat to open up the left side body. Start to bend through the right elbow so it's like your entire body is draped over your right femur bone. Feel the left hip flexors, psoas, and side body. Find length and open up. Take a breath in. Good. Then exhale, come back into a tabletop position. Let's take the other side. Extend the right leg back and the left hand forward. Inhale. And exhale, elbow to knee, squeeze it in, engage the front of the core. Inhale to re-extend. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze it in. Good. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left hand down. Shift your left shin bone so it's parallel to the short edge of your mat and lower the right foot down at the back of your mat. Supported side plank, extend the right arm towards the ceiling. Take a breath in and exhale. Reach the right hand towards the top of your mat, bicep beside your ear. Start to bend through your left elbow, giving that nice little side body stretch. Press the hips forward, that is towards the right side of your mat, to feel the length through the right side body, psoas, and even the hip flexors a little. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Let's come back into tabletop position. From tabletop, tuck the toes under. With an inhale, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Micro bend in the knees. Press the chest towards the thighs. Ground into the inner corners of the hands, so the index knuckles and thumbs. Spiral the heels away from each other, so we bring a little bit of internal rotation to the femur bones. And then open the hamstrings and calves. We'll begin to pedal out through the feet. You'll start by bending one knee, pressing the opposite heel into the ground, and then switch sides. Take that a few times. Good. Then from here, step the right foot forward in between your hands. Lower the left knee to the ground and untuck the toes. Interlace both hands to the top of the right knee and start to press your chest away from your right thigh. Ground into the right foot so the right quadriceps and hamstrings are engaged here. And energetically, pull the hips towards the top of the mat. So we'll bring the hands to the hips to help emphasize this. You'll press the hips forward. Good. Then keeping your balance, reach the left arm overhead, take a breath in. And with your exhale, side bend to the right side of the room. This is going to help target the left psoas muscle. Now, the psoas muscle is a really small muscle that runs from inside the rib cage and all the way down into the pelvic girdle. It's really long, and psoas tightness can often be the cause for any kind of low back pain, so it's really important to practice these stretches regularly. Good. Start to make your way out of that side bend, coming back into low lunge, then half splits. Walk the hands back, straightening out through your right leg. You're welcome to keep a micro bend through your right knee. Drape your body over the right thigh and flex your toes. Feel the back of the right leg open up. We're just doing this after low lunge. We use the hamstring muscles a lot, so now we're just taking a moment to release them. As best as you can, soften the muscles in the face, soften the muscles in the back of the right leg, and deepen your breath. Inhale. And exhale. Now moving into an IT band stretch, walk both hands to the outside of your right leg and point your right toes to the right side of the room. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Good. Deep inhale. And deep exhale. Start to make your way back into low lunge. Tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee, and step the right foot back, coming directly into downward facing dog. Take a moment just to observe the difference between the left leg and the right leg. Possibly the right leg feels a bit longer here. And other side, step the left foot forward in between the hands. You're always welcome to bring your left hand to your left ankle to help guide it forward. We want the left knee stacked directly on top of the left ankle. Interlace your hands to the top of the left knee and start to lift up into your low lunge, pressing the chest away from the left thigh, activating the left hamstrings and quadriceps so that we can really get the most out of this right hip flexor and psoas release. Bring your hands to your hips, pointing the tailbone to the ground. Press the hips towards the top of the mat, so not exactly downwards, but forwards. And keeping your balance, reach the right arm towards the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, side bend to the left, opening up now the psoas, that long, thin muscle that runs from the inside of the rib cage down through the hip region. Notice if one side feels a bit different than the previous side. It's always interesting to check in with your asymmetries without judging or labeling, just knowing where we're at. Good, then start to make your way out of the side bend. Bring both hands down to frame your left foot, and let's walk back into half splits. Work your left leg in the direction of straight. Take a breath in. And exhale, fold, draping your body over the left thigh. Keeping a little bend through the left knee is absolutely welcome here as long as you're still feeling a stretch through your hamstrings. Flex the left toes and find your breath. Inhale. And exhale. In your own head, count 5 seconds for your breath in. And 5 seconds for your breath out, just like we did at the beginning of class. Good. Making our way into that IT band variation. Walk both hands to the outside of your left leg and point the left toes to the left. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, fold as best as you can towards the left side of the room here. Bearing in mind that this might feel quite a bit more intense than the neutral splits. It's not too often that we spend a lot of time targeting the IT band. So if this is a new sensation for you, really tune into your breath. That's going to help you a lot here. Begin making your way back into your low lunge. Tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee, and step right back into downward facing dog. Just observing, having a little more symmetry in the legs this time. And then tap both knees down. Come into a seat and swing the legs forward out in front of you. Nice and easy. Lower all the way down onto your back. Draw your heels closer into your glutes with the feet hips width distance apart. Inhale for bridge pose. Press the hands into the ground. Now moving through pelvic tilts here, kind of like we're doing cat-cows. As you inhale, arch the spine like you're about to tap the glutes to the ground, but keep them off the ground. Exhale, work on flattening the back, pointing the tailbone towards the knees. So we're moving through an anterior and posterior tilts here. Take a few more with the breath. Inhale to arch the spine, anterior tilt. Exhale, press the ground away, tuck the tailbone under, posterior tilt. Inhale. Exhale, continue. The muscles along the back of the body should be firing up. Take a few more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Come into a neutral bridge pose. Lift onto the tippy toes. Then vertebrae by vertebrae, lower the spinal column back down to the ground. Connect the soles of the feet and let the knees drop out to the sides. Place one hand on the belly and one hand on the chest. So giving the low back a moment to rest and release. Subtle opening in the hips here. And observe your breath. Then with the hands, press the knees together once again and draw both knees into the chest. Take a few moments to soften in the low back by bringing your hands to your knees and drawing a few circles with the knees here. Taking some time to let the weight of the legs press the hips towards the ground. Feels really nice in the low back. Then supine butterfly pose. You'll connect the soles of the feet. Grabbing onto the feet, you'll pull the feet towards the chest and let the knees come out to the sides. This is a really nice low back decompression pose. So you're working your knees away from each other as you draw the heels closer and closer towards the chest. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Stay for one more cycle of breath. Good. Then release your supine butterfly. Extend the left foot long and keep the right knee hugging into the chest. Opening up the right hip here, pull the right knee as close in towards your right shoulder as you can. We'll hold this for a few cycles of breath. Feel the right hip subtly begin to open more and more. Still working on this nice low back decompression. Deep breath in. And now with your exhale, take a twist, drop your right knee over to the left and extend your right arm out to the right. Look towards your right hand if that feels okay in your neck and let gravity do the work here. And switching sides, unravel from your twist, come onto your back and switch your legs. Pull the right knee in towards your chest and start to work your right knee towards your right shoulder. Now you can even wrap your forearms around your right leg and grab a hold of elbows, forearms, or wrists. So it's a bit of pulling the knee into the chest and then a bit of letting gravity do the work. Find your breath, feel the left hip open and release, and feel the low back get nice and long. Deep inhale. And exhale, twist. Drop the left knee over to the right. Reach the left arm out to the left side of the room and look towards your left hand if that feels okay in your neck. Deep inhale, letting gravity do the work. Deep exhale. In time, you'll unravel from the twist. Moving into our final pose, extend both legs long and release the hands to the ground with the palms facing up on either side of you. Now for this Shavasana, we have the option to bring the soles of the feet to the ground and keep the knees bent with the knees dropping in towards each other. It might feel really nice for you in your low back. So that's option one. And then the second option is traditional Shavasana, where we extend the legs long. So whichever one of those two options. 3 cleansing breaths. To close off our practice, allow these exhales to be as loud as you want. Deep breath in. Open mouth, release. Deep breath in. And open mouth, let it go. Last one, make it the best one. Deep inhale. Open mouth, release. Then seal the lips. Find your most natural rhythm of breath and allow yourself to rest. Shavasana. Real gently invite your awareness back into your body. Soft movements in the fingertips and the toes. You might roll out the wrists and the ankles. If you had your knees bent, you might start dropping the knees from side to side, little windshield wiper action in the legs. And in time, extend the arms overhead, straighten out the legs and point the toes. Take a deep breath in. And deep breath out. Bend the knees and roll over to one side for fetal pose. Use your lower arm like a pillow for your head. Nice and soft, keeping the eyes closed. Press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Take a moment to observe how the hips feel, how the low back feels. Notice what has changed since you first stepped on your mat at the beginning of this workout. Now, a couple rounds of the alternate nostril breathing, just like at the beginning of class. With your thumb, plug your right nostril. With your ring finger, plug your left. Start with the left nostril plugged. Inhale through the right. Plug and hold. Exhale left. Inhale left. Plug and hold. Exhale right. One more round on your own. And once you've completed your final round, release your right hand back down to your thigh. Take a moment to acknowledge all the hard work you've done today. And feel free to come back to this class every time your low back needs some extra care and you feel that the psoas and hip flexors could use a nice little stretch. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll see you next time on the mat.